What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Mind Body Attraction. So, thank you guys for joining me. My name is Kyle. Go over to powerfulrelationships.co. That's my blogging site over there. And you'll get my written stuff there. And you'll be hopefully satisfied by the written shit that I got there. It's not always going to match up with what I got here, but it'll be relevant. So, let's move back just a bit. So when you guys go to the site, you'll actually be able to join my email list from there. And why I want you guys to join that is because if there's anything that happens to me on social media, say this channel gets taken down for whatever reason, because YouTube and Facebook and all that's not in my hands, okay? There's absolutely nothing I'd be able to do if they decided to shut all of my shit down. And how would I communicate with you guys? Well, my email list is the easiest way. And some of my fans and some of the people that like my stuff already on the email list, and the people who were there after a certain date, after my book is done, will be getting the book for free. So go over there and get the book for free, okay? Anybody who's in the email list will usually get all of my stuff for a discounted price, okay? Heavily discounted. And when I come out with a membership program, you guys will be getting it at the founding members will be getting it at a significant discount. So that's awesome for you guys. Now, why you guys are here. The topic for this video is attraction is not a choice, okay? You guys might have heard this from other dating coaches before, but I want to put my own spin on this. So when it comes to attraction, it doesn't matter what sex you are. Whoever you find attractive, whatever you find attractive, it's pre-selected. So when you look at me, there are certain things you're going to like about the way I look and certain things you're not going to like the way I look. Okay. You might not even like the way my face is shaped. Some people are. And that's the thing. So there's actually kind of a debate whether you can increase your attraction or not, right? Like physically. Now we all know that muscles and like more resources are more attractive to a woman, but physically, there are some women who just are attracted to certain things and vice versa for men. What I want you guys to know is that when it comes to an attraction level, make sure you're paying attention to this, because you're going to know exactly where she's sitting. Because I think the attraction level is one of the most important things to keep aware of. That's going to be a that's going to be a staple point in my book. So it's going to be an extremely important thing for you guys to keep looking at. So if you meet someone right now, for example, right, you're going to have a specific attraction level. You're going to have out of 100, it might be 80, it might be 85, it might be 60, it might be 95. Who the fuck knows? But what you're going to realize is that you are going to, one of you guys is going to like the other a little bit more. And this is where you really got to pay attention, because females tend to like men if they're unsure about their feelings. Coach Corey Wayne said this. So and this is absolutely true, because when you're a little bit more mysterious and when you're a little bit more aloof, when you don't confess your feelings all the time, girls are like, where do I stand with this guy? What's going on? And that is going to raise her attraction level. So it doesn't mean you have to be a dickhead and not message her at all, but it also means that you aren't professing your love. And that's actually what the title of one of my newer videos coming up is: Don't Profess Your Love All the Time. Now, don't ask me why this is a thing. I don't really know, okay? But I think it comes down to women just want excitement in their life. They don't want boredom. They want the opposite of a routine. They want things to be spontaneous. They want things to be, I don't know, just exciting, I guess, right? So, attraction, there are many, I think for certain traits, let's say physically, or maybe resources, or maybe, whatever else that you find attractive about somebody. Maybe some people only care this much about it versus this much, right? So again, that's why you have to keep reading the attraction, their attraction level towards you. So the attraction level being from like 50 to 60 is, they're like willing to go on a date with you, but they're like there's something they'd rather be doing. Like it's like they almost don't really care. Like they care, but they're like, like whatever. They'll go out with you, but they're like, meh. And then from 60 to 70, it's like, okay, they're like willing to get to know you. They want to go out on date with you. They find you relatively attractive, and they might do shit with you, like physically on that date. They might feel you out. From did I say from 60 to 70? From 70 to 80, they're going to be a lot more closer. They're going to be playing with their hair a little bit more. They're going to be doing things a little bit more. They're going to be touching you more. They're going to be looking right into your eyes more, right? And that's going to keep increasing as the numbers go up. 80 to 90, they're going to be all over you, and then 90 to 100, they're almost in love with you, right? No, not many women are going to be in the 90 to 100 range right away. That's what they that's when they're pretty much in love with you, but I'd say most of the time, if they're going to go out with you, they're going to be between 65 and 85. Okay. Because there's some women that are like, oh my God, that guy's so hot, I want to go out with him. And there's some girls that are like, meh. Right. And you want to go out with girls that are like, I really want to go out with you. Like, they find you attractive, and that's why you got to read her body language. And how do you get good at reading body language? That's a great question, right, guys? Body language is an insanely high percentage of communication between people, right? So, for example, somebody will look you right in the eyes, right? Somebody looking you in the eyes actually says more than what they're actually saying. Now, you see me looking down. That's what I do when I think, right? But when I'm talking to a woman that I'm attracted to, do you think I'm looking down? Do you think I'm looking like this? No, I'm looking straight in her eyes, and I'm giving her like a little smirk, like, right? Maybe I'll look at her on an angle and like give her like a bit of a serious face. I've done that to a girl before, and she got totally flustered. She was like, whoa, like, what are you doing? See, and that's what I mean. And how do you get good at reading body language? You got to practice. So you guys have probably obviously heard of confidence, right? Well, where does confidence come from? Confidence comes from competence. What does that mean? Well, practice, right? Practice. You guys got to practice. So for anybody who's shy or anybody who's afraid to do anything, you got to practice your ass off. You got to make sure that whatever you're doing, if you're talking to women, right, you want to make sure that you're practicing certain things and look like looking her in the eyes, having like abundance behavior, keeping your shoulders back and your chest out, looking her in the eyes. Like, I'm sitting hunched over so I can get nice and close to you guys. You guys need to be doing this because it's going to show her that you are the dominant one in the conversation. And she's going to be like, oh, this man is totally dominant. But if you walk up to her and you're slouched and you're like, tripping on your words, she's going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? I don't want to date this guy. I don't want to date a guy that's like this. They want to date a guy that is so confident in himself and he's got so much going on that they only can fit like a little. Imagine a gigantic puzzle piece, right? This is a good example. That's a really good fucking example. So if you look at it, like if you look at a man's life, it's like a puzzle piece, a gigantic one with like maybe like 100 pieces. There aren't that many things going on in a man's life, but let's just say there's 10 pieces to his life. Okay. There's the car, there's work, there's school, there's friends, there's family, whatever else he's got going on, the gym, maybe he's got a routine for eating because he's in the gym, right? Well, when he meets a woman, a lot of guys are taking off those puzzle pieces, right? And she becomes a main part of the puzzle instead of just becoming one of the puzzle pieces, right? And that's all you got to remember. I hope that's a good analogy for you guys because, and I hope it makes sense because that's exactly what you need to keep it like. So she's only going to be a part of your life, and you got to remember, and as her attraction level grows, she's going to want more of those. She's going to want more of your time, and she's going to become more attracted. And the more attracted she is, the more she wants for you to invest in the relationship. Because what does that give her? Security. Females are looking for security and resources. That's what they're looking for in this life, okay? That's what you guys need to know. And stop being... if a girl likes you, don't qualifier, man. Qualifier before you start giving her shit, buying her shit. Just because one woman looks your way doesn't mean like this life isn't all about women. Yes, we need to procreate, but what gets done, us as men, as masculine energy, is meant to break through barriers and explore new things, discover uncharted territories, push boundaries. That's what we're meant to do as men, and whether people like it or not. And that's the biggest point, guys. So attraction is not a choice. It is something that is predetermined every single time you look at someone, right? Some people are more attracted than others. Now, when they get their body in shape and stuff like that, then of course their attraction level is going to go up, because you're not attracted to fat people. We're biologically not really attracted to people like that, because it actually shows that they're genetically not superior. They're genetically inferior beings. Now, if you're overweight, I highly suggest you check out the Snake Diet by Cole Robinson. That's the fastest way to lose fat. Now, gaining muscle, there are different things you can do. I would message him about that, but check out the Snake Diet. It's really good. Changed my life. I got more productive as I started doing that, but this is not the video for that. So that's it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below, and I will try to answer them. Join the email list. I will be posting to my email list. I want to do a 90-day challenge to my email list and post to my email list once a day and give you guys as much value as I can. I actually made a routine for you guys, by the way. So I'm usually up, I'm a night owl, so I'm up late. And between certain hours, I want to get everything done. So between 12 and 6, something like that. I want to get everything done for you guys. The videos, the emails, everything like that. I can schedule emails out so they reach you guys at a certain time. So